autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Check! Check! 55 to Mike! It's coming this way, Here we go, Here we go!
On first down, Allen. Being chased out left. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Allen. Looking deep for Hilton. It's caught inside the 25. And finally out of bounds just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
55.
From the gun, it's Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mike, 55. Check, 50. You can't block me.
On second and goal, Allen. Flushed out right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Allen now on third and goal. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Charles Harris providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This is taken at the 3.
Let's go, folks.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Alexander wreaking the defensive havoc.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To return is Roberts. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike's 59. Here we go.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the ground with the rookie Devin Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man Hilton. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be caught. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Here we go, dude. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Mike. 5 wide. Mike.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the one on second and goal.
Strip that ball.
Finding Knox there, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will commence with a run by Balazs. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check three.
They run it with Balazs. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Taco Charlton. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Rosen escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And now it's Rosen looking, forced out to his left. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen, flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now Ballage. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Rosen. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Ballage. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never...
They've got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
On second and very short, Rosen. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run here with Balazs. And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kalen Balazs with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that will shave 1 more off this lead.
Dolphins 14.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Check 55, Mike. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Now Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Watch the out.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
A loss of 7.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, it's Ballage. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
We got this.
It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Anderson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. Safarian Jenkins has it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Here's a run with Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here in the eye. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and run with Village. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They gave it to him in search of his third touchdown, but he's denied. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop it.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a game.
Check 55 to Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
2nd and 5 now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Allen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack on 1st down, Allen. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, high 7. Push him back. Push him back. Mike 55. Mike 55. Now watch run. Look out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And again this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. This one into the hands of the running back, Village. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Rosen will throw under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Rosen to throw, being chased out left. His pass caught at the 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 35 on second down, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
55.
Allen now to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
You gonna see me in your nightmares. Mike, 55. Right there. Hey, orbit. Double dog. That's the way.
To throw on third down, Allen. And that's complete to Croft. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Rosen. Buying time to his left. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Mark 52. Mark 55. Mark 55.
From the gun, it's Allen. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Taco Charlton able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. He's going deep for Brown. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll try and throw forward with Rosen. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man Hilton. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Allen to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Buffalo, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6.